Here's a number most vendors selling you an AI receptionist will never put on a slide. In 2025, prompt injection was ranked the #1 security threat for AI applications, and it was found in more than 73% of the production deployments that got audited. That's not a rare failure, that's the default. So let's talk about what agentic actually means, because it's the word doing all the quiet work in that pitch deck. An older AI receptionist mostly answers questions. An agentic system takes actions inside your stack. It reads your live calendar, writes to the patient record, anchors a deposit, escalates a clinical question to a human nurse, sends the confirmation, all in one conversation. That capability is the whole value. It's what turns a voice tool into revenue recovery infrastructure. But the moment your front desk stops answering and starts acting, your compliance surface changes completely. Every action is now an audit-worthy event, touching real patient information. The vendor either produces an immutable log of every one of those actions, kept for HIPAA's 6-year floor, or they don't. So how do you make this safe enough for a regulated practice? Not with a checkbox, with architecture. Documented autonomy boundaries, a written list of actions the agent will never take without escalating to a human. Access scope to the minimum necessary, immutable per action audit logs. And training data isolation, certified in the business associate agreement itself, not on a slide. That's the floor. Anything less is theater. Here's where operators get burned. They buy the capability and never audit the chain underneath it. The agreement is signed, but the downstream voice provider isn't even named. The hole doesn't show up until a regulator finds it. And the loudest take right now still misses the point. This technology isn't here to replace your team. If firing your front desk and bolting on a robot fixes your practice was already broken. The right architecture takes the friction off your people and keeps the security scaffolding at the vendor layer where it belongs. 3 questions before you sign anyone. Can they hand you a written autonomy boundaries list and escalation protocol? Will they certify training data isolation in the agreement itself? Do they ship per action audit logs your compliance officer can export and read? If the answer to anyone is, we're working on that, walk. Want a second opinion on a vendor you're evaluating? Request an intake leak audit at thethinkingrobot.com or talk to Rosie at 720-776-1664.